Reven are going for like a down up clear basically with nades, and then you see this Joe swing solo. Joe, what are you playing Florist, Joe? You're literally playing Florist, and you walk in with no drone, no secondary entry, no trade. You see Raph here and draw. They're trying to close in. This is the hammer anvil, right? One guy comes from one position, other guy will capture, but then Raph takes the gunfight. Sledge is nowhere near him. Look, Sledge is here. He's not even in the room. And this is what, like, Reven's team play and coordination is actually really bad. It's definitely their biggest weakness. And they have said themselves in interviews, they don't have strats. They just kind of play the game, you know. They play off, like, I guess, communication. But look at this. Again, the trade is late. And Gunner only dies because he runs into Runner, instead of running back because he knows Sledge is holding him. But the roam is successful. A minute left, full bomb site control. The rest of Soniqs can just fall back to site. They can't breach any of the walls. It's like a guaranteed one round, basically. I don't like that you have a guy guys roaming in this situation. I think if you just come in and you play Throne, you play Armory, you can just hold the cross. Especially because they don't have diffuser control on the defense. Plus retaking this bomb side, if you lose it as a defender, is also very hard. Hatches opened up actually too, so yeah, you want to play two guys side here for sure. But to be fair, I think the Soniqs have got this one locked down. It's going to take a miracle. Gunnar runs into Runner, I know, and you got Rexen versus Reven. Got a couple of also, I believe Draw and Citizen are good friends. They play ranked a lot together, so it's like a fun storyline there. They might know a trigger two from one another. Oh, you're so dead, Runner. Here it is. Boop. Last guy drops hatch. I think if you're Soniqs, you go Throne into Lap. You go Throne, Lap into a bandit tricking bunks. That's what I would do. I wouldn't want to extend too hard against these guys, against Reven. It plays into the 1v1s, right? If you play like very big extensions. Is the over-ear headset over comms? Yes. The over-ear headset is for the microphone and for noise cancelling. So this big guy doesn't have any sound. It's just like, it cancels out the noise, like a construction worker headset, right? And it has a microphone to communicate with your teammates. And then the in-ears, this second cable, you see there's 4 cables, you see? Or secondly, this is a 1-make cable, but still, it goes underneath. And then you get in-game and teammate audio. We got a technical issue, by the way. That's why we are in a pause. Also, leak. Oh, you saw the cameraman? Did the cameraman, before he was being sleek, he just showed the strat paper a little bit. Obviously, this does, I guess, give a little. Do they not play with white noise like League? They do. You get a big headset and you get white noise. So this big headset has like static, like sound in there. Also, I said thrown into lab into bandit tricking bunk beds. They went thrown into lab. Soniqs and I, same brainwaves here. I think this like strategy just makes a lot of sense. A lot of teams don't go lab as a secondary bomb site rotation. Some teams don't even play it at all. But I think this bomb site is A, heavily underrated, and B, it makes perfect sense against Reven. So
that you just go into the match with that mentality, right?
I'm a fan. What's the benefit of white noise? You can hear outside.
Yeah, for sure.
You know when you go, when you have a TV on at night, and it's like background noise, and you can't hear somebody walk in your room or whatever? It's the same concept. So the white noise will stop you from hearing the casters, the other enemy team, because they're playing next to each other. These teams, they're like, oh, across from each other. So you don't want to have any outside disturbance. And obviously this is mainly for the crowd when you play with a fan, with a crowd in live events. But it's also easier to get fully focused into the game if you have no outside distractions. Because let's say somebody drops something, you're gonna be like, whoa, what was that? You know? And it's gonna throw you off for a second. Because these players are screaming, like they're talking very loud when they talk. Because when when you have like noise cancelling headphones on, you can't hear your own voice the same way. So you're talking like this and you think you're talking normal, but actually you're talking very loud. So when you're in the player area and they have like gunfire in their ear and stuff like that, they're talking very loud. They're like basically low-key yelling. Because they can't monitor their own voice. Yo, okay, still been killed this time to Gunner. Gunner's gone. That's Lesion. Not a big loss, operator-wise. He has no C4 for late round, he has no C4 for verticality, and he has school mines that of course will continue to come out, but still. Not a bad operator to lose.
Geo over towards split, senses pressure from main.
Yeah, I have played events without white noise. But I mean, even if you don't have white noise, you still have noise cancelling headset. So like, not like a huge deal. Sometimes the white noise is so loud that we have to like tell them to turn it down. Like I think it was for Invite 2019 or 2020. The white noise was like ridiculously loud.
And looking better than they did in round 1.
Oh, they didn't join the left yet. If you walk through the store, you're dead. Oh, that's a great play here. Gio's now caught. Gonna have to fight his way out. Doesn't win. Isolation kill.
Looking to really open up this lap storage site. A nice angle. Just moved away from him for a second thought.
So the one thing that Soniqs should not be doing is giving Reven like 1v1 duels. This lap bomb site, it is a very big one, so it's hard to roam clear, but you don't have to give 1v1s. Like Gunnar died early, then Gio's caught in a bad position, and they give off those 1v1s. Like, nobody played Throne heavily with the reinforced walls. Like that's where you want to be, if anything.
Simplify that round as much as possible. They stacked Throne. They got the opening pick. They cleared out Geo. He had to try and make a play from barrels to get something back.
Because strategically, it's where you were trying to try and counter Reven, right? Make it hard for them to actually get like through the map. That was not very difficult at all. Like that's a free kill. Then Rexen peeks the staircase. He's a free kill.
You can just see him stacking this position because they have the manpower. They're not overcomplicating the push.
Reven are so Reven plays in the Mexican League, but they're all EU. They have like 1 Canadian player and 4 UK players, I think, or like 1 Belgium and 3 UK players. But basically, they play in the Mexican League, but they have no Mexican players. So they're a European team playing in Mexico, kind of. It's complicated. Yeah, it's Mexico.
That's going to spell disaster for Soniqs in the long run of this first half. Now,
there is a world in which more orcs will... Oh my god! Guys, what did I say? Guys, what did I say? Thrown into lab, into bunk beds with bandit trick. Look at this. They're playing bunk beds with bandit. They're actually doing it 1-to-1. Most teams don't play bandit. It's actually not very common. Almost every single team these days, they play with rotate and extend. But again, strategically, it makes sense to make this strategy happen against a team like Reven, because it's harder to attack against. I like the Monty from Sam here.
Expect a much more gun-up approach, focusing on entry and winning out duels. So I'm quite interested to see how they look to play around the Monty. Lucas, well, also couldn't play, so Draw can lurk down below, and Sam playing contact through Cafe. Yeah,
it makes sense.
Now through Cafe. Rexen can't do a whole lot.
I like this Monty and Cafe. It's like really good counter to the setup. I like that no one's really with Sam. Like Sam is just in there. He has to worry about vertical C4s. I know there aren't any, but they don't know that. But you see this, Monty's applying so much pressure, and then Draw's playing Nuke below. Someone's need towards behind Sam here to apply a bit of pressure though. If you wait too long with Monty, it's gonna be fake pressure, right? So someone's gotta help Sam eventually. That's one Toxic Babe gone. You see, they need pressure. No one's like, Monty's not pressuring, so the Toxic Babes aren't flying out. But they're closing the net around them. It's very, very well done. Very, very well done. Second Toxic Babe is out. Getting the mana advantage is very big with Monty because you don't have 5 guns, you only have 4 guns because Monty doesn't shoot ever. Soniqs playing very far back. It's very well done so far. Now, all 3 Toxic Babes are gone, so now Monty, after this third Toxic Babe, can just walk in. And then he can really start applying pressure. But there's a gap. Rexen's found it. He gets 2 kills, make it 3. That's the round. So Rexen recognized the issue there, just found a small opening in the midst of the chaos. It was actually a very well played round by Reven. It was. And Rexen, but yeah.